Hello everyone, it's Maggie's Recap. Today I'm gonna tell you about the horror movie called Orphan, released in 2009. Watch out, they're gonna be spoilers. After giving birth to a dead child, a heartbroken couple, Kate and John, decided to adopt a sweet Russian girl, Esther. Esther is a lover of black chokers and in general unusual for the child vintage outfits. She also plays Tchaikovsky on the piano like a professional. She behaves modestly, loves art, and there is no doubt about her generosity. The couple already has children. The youngest in the family is Max, a 6 years old deaf-mute girl. The eldest son, Daniel, is going through his puberty and he gets up in arms about the new adopted sister. He's making a scene saying that Esther will never be his sister and he wants her to leave as soon as possible. Esther, on the other hand, appears very shy at first. She lowers her eyes and smiles coyly, but one day she picks up a stone from the ground and without a drop of regret completes the murder of the pigeon initiated by Daniel, saying, "This is so the pigeon doesn't suffer." The other day, Esther dumps a classmate from the child attraction because the girl was teasing her. She also managed to badly break up her adoptive parents. We don't know why she's doing this, but from the look on her face it becomes clear that she has cold-bloodedly planned it all. After a while, the girl decides to ask about the unborn child. Kate shows the girl roses in the garden over which the ashes of the baby have been scattered. At night, parents, convinced that everybody in the house is sleeping, make love in the living room. Esther suddenly appears. In the morning, Kate decides to discuss with the girl what happened at night. Esther says that everything is fine. She understands everything. They were just fucking. Later that night, Kate tells her husband that Esther may have to go to the psychologist because of her intimidating behavior. However, John is sure that one absence word is not a reason for a treatment. Sister Abigail, who works at the orphanage from where Esther was adopted, visits the family. She informs Kate and John that she has learned more about the girl's past. It seems that she has done a lot of evil. Many children from previous schools have suffered because of her. Esther hears everything and asks her stepsister Max to help her so that the bad woman doesn't take her back to orphanage. New information has only enhanced suspicions of Kate that something is wrong with her stepdaughter. However, John thinks that the whole thing is just lies and his wife paranoia after the death of her child. Meanwhile, Esther finds a gun with one bullet in it. Sister Abigail gets in her car and leaves, and Esther heads for the bridge, forcing Max to go with her. She talks to Max that they should scare bad woman so she doesn't even come back. Esther pushes Max on the road right in front of Sister Abigail's car. The car almost hits the girl and drives to the side of the road. Abigail gets out of the car and sees the girl crying. At this point, Esther hits the woman on the head with a hammer and orders Max to get rid of the body. Abigail is still alive and Esther violently finishes her. She hides bloody clothes and the hammer in the treehouse. She tells Max that if anyone gets to know about it, she'll go to jail as an accomplice. She also tells Max that she loves her. Daniel sees the girl leaving the treehouse, but Esther also notices her brother watching them. At night, Esther comes to his room and threatens him with a knife to silence him. Out of fear, the boy pees in his bed. Couple takes their adopted child to the psychologist. Esther talks to the doctor one-on-one. After, doctor informs parents that their daughter is perfectly healthy mentally, and the problem is the mother. Kate probably feels incomplete after loss of her child, so conflicts are inevitable, says the doctor. John agrees with him. Later at home, Kate got a call from the orphanage. They say that Sister Abigail still hasn't come back. Police finds her dead, but they have absolutely no suspects who may have done it. Kate takes Max and Daniel to school and asks them about Esther. Doesn't she hurt them? Kids lie that they're fine. In the evening, Esther gives her mother white roses, exactly the ones over which their unborn child's ashes were scattered. Kate gets angry and grabs the girl. John says that it is his fault. Esther runs to the garage, where she on purpose breaks her own arm to make it look like her stepmother has broken it when she had grabbed her. She calls her father for help. He examines her arm and realizes that it's really broken. Back from the clinic, John puts the child to bed. Kate tells John that she couldn't have done it. The woman is stressed out. She goes to the store and buys 2 bottles of wine. She drinks just a little but then puts herself back together and pours all wine into the sink. In the morning, she takes the children to school. Daniel's backpack bursts, and Kate goes outside to help him collect his books. Esther takes the car off the handbrake, and it starts going down the hill by itself with Max inside. Kate runs after the car until it hits the pole. In the evening, a psychologist visits them, and Kate claims that she definitely has put the car on the handbrake. She is sure that Max is not telling the truth and is covering for Esther. John, with the help of Esther, finds a wine bottle. Doctor says that Kate needs help. However, Kate denies everything, because according to her, she has been clean for a year. John doesn't believe his wife, and he tells her that she can all go for a week to rehab, or he will leave her and take all the kids. Esther tells Max that if she doesn't keep the secret, she will kill her mother. When Daniel arrives home, Max reveals him all about Abigail and things that are in the treehouse. Kate goes to Max's room at night when suddenly Esther turns on the light, holding Kate's diary. The girl says that she knows everything about Kate thanks to this diary. The woman starts to freak out, but the young girl is frighteningly emotionless. Kate calls the orphanage. She is angry that they have almost nothing on Esther's past. In her stepdaughter's room, Kate finds a Bible with photos of different men inside and the signature of the Sarna Institute. She researched about it in the internet. The phone number she found says it's not an orphanage, it's an insane asylum. Meanwhile, Daniel climbs into the treehouse to get the things. Esther follows the boy, pours gasoline on everything, and leaves after locking him inside. Daniel gets out to the rooftop and screams for help, but his mother doesn't hear him. Daniel falls from the height in the snow. The mother notices the fire and runs to the treehouse. Meanwhile, Esther tries to kill the boy, but Max prevents it. Kate comes and saves her children. At the hospital, the doctor informs Kate that her son has a serious neck injury and is in intensive care. Kate tells John about the asylum, but he still doesn't believe her. Esther goes to her brother's ICU and tries to strangle him with a pillow. An alarm goes off in the room. Kate is convinced that Esther is involved and punches her in the face. After that, Kate is sedated. John and the children return home, and in the evening, Esther changes into a very adult outfit. John is drunk. The girl begins to kiss him, but he is confused and pushes her away. John says he will call the orphanage in the morning. Esther goes into her room in tears. Kate contacts the doctors at the Sarna Institute, and they informs her that the girl is very dangerous. She has a hormonal failure and that she is actually 33 years old. Finding out, Kate runs home from the hospital. Esther is destroying her room. John hears the noise and enters. The light in the house turns off, and the girl suddenly stabs her stepfather. Now Max is next. Kate drives a car into a house, sees her dead husband, and runs to find her younger daughter. They run through the woods. Esther and Kate fight on the ice. Max shoots and hits the ice. The women are under the water. Kate manages to knock out Esther and climb to the surface. Esther comes out of the water and asks her mother to save her. Kate shouts back that she is no mother to her. Evil is destroyed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the new videos. Press the like button if you enjoyed the retelling, and of course write in the comments what do you think about the movie. And what the heck is wrong with people? Were they just born this way? Thanks for watching, bye bye.